last week. I thought a lot of guys had an opportunity to get healthy, and some young guys had an opportunity to get some really good, valuable work. I think that they're excited for the opportunity that they have this week. I mean, obviously, we're going up against arguably the best team in the country, the best complete football team as I've ever seen. But it is a great opportunity for our kids to go out and compete against, like I said, one of the best teams out there, and great opportunity to learn and to grow. And so just look forward to getting back to work tomorrow. And if anybody has any questions.
What's the mindset of the team when you are as big of an underdog as you are? Is there pre-game speech to kind of tell the guys just kind of shut out the noise?
One of the biggest things we're talking about, and we talked about it yesterday when the guys came in to work out and everything, was we're really just trying to make sure that we're focused on our process of getting better. And it's basically been the biggest thing that I've been trying to push over the last 5 weeks or so, is that we just need to go out and focus on us, focus on getting better, and feel great about the opportunity that you have. I understand how talented they are, and I think our players understand that. But I feel like over the last three games, we've started to show growth and improvement, and we can't let that slide back just because the quality of the opponent that we're facing. So there's a lot of great, valuable reps out there, and we got to go out and get them, and we got to have a great week of practice so that we can go out and perform the way we want to on Saturday.
Coach, any update on Isaiah Pacheco? Is he good to go for the weekend?
Oh, he should be. He practiced Wednesday and Thursday. A little lightly on Tuesday, but he's good to go. He's in good shape.
When you look at them, do you see any weakness at all?
No.
No.
Honestly, they're about as complete a football team as I've seen. I mean, really in all three phases of the game, they're pretty darn good. So, if there's a team out there better than them, I'd like to see it. But there's some pretty good teams out there. So.
There's obviously a lot of noise around here right now regarding the head coaching situation and the future around here. For you, is it difficult to block some of that out and just go about your business and do your job?
It's not that hard for me. Just really the biggest thing is making sure that it doesn't affect the players, and I think they've done a really good job of it. I'm sure they read all the stuff and hear all the stuff, but we're just trying to talk about going out and getting better every day, and kind of staying on the path for growth. Obviously, they know there's going to be a lot of change coming down the road, and but hopefully that's all good change, and hopefully it's it's a positive opportunity and experience for them. So but as far as personally, no, not at all. I look at this as a great opportunity, and I've learned a lot over the last 5 weeks, and hope to just keep progressing that way.
Nunzio, have you spoken with Pat Hobbs about maybe the job, or was there even an interview, or?
No, I have not.
Have you spoken about what the next week could be, or next couple of weeks, of what to expect, just how you're going to handle we're all assuming that you're going to be able to coach that the rest of the season as an acting head coach. Is that basically the plan that you understand?
Yeah, but to be honest, I don't know that we've really had the opportunity to discuss it. So I'm just going to keep plugging along going forward. But I'm pretty certain of that we're going to stay in this configuration until the season's over. Regardless of what happens.
Obviously, you got 3 games. Is there any plan to get Cole Snyder involved? I know we keep asking this, but now he's in that redshirt window.
If it's productive for him and for the team, I still will say, he's a freshman. From the physical standpoint, we're playing against some really good teams out there. So I want to make sure that if we put him in the game, it's going to be positive for him and positive for the team. So, but we'll see how it goes and how it plays out. Obviously it's hard to predict these games, and even just the injury situation. But if there is an opportunity to get him good, productive work, I'd certainly like to do that.
Coach, I know you said you were looking to get some freshmen involved towards the end of the season with that 4-game limit. Do you kind of taper it back with Ohio State this weekend?
Well, a lot of that stuff is probably more special teams roles. So obviously you can't load a unit with those guys because they've got some really good players out there. So that wouldn't really be fair to those guys, or like I said, fair to the team. But we're going to pick our spots, but definitely try and get those guys so that they feel a little bit like, hey, I've been out there. A lot of them have been in a game or two, so hopefully there's an opportunity over these next 3 games to get almost all of them some level of work.
Do you have any update on Aaron Young? I know he was a little banged up last game.
Yeah, I think he should be fine. Yeah.
Nunzio, did you get a chance to enjoy the birthplace, the anniversary stuff last week, and just your perspective being the head coach of the program at 150?
well, we happened to be practicing, I guess, as it happened. But yeah, it was pretty cool to, to just, to be here and be a part of that is really neat, and I think that it's something that, I mean, I remember learning about it in grammar school. Like, it was kind of thing that, as a Jersey guy, it was, I guess, always a source of pride, especially, for me, being a football guy since I started playing football when I was 5 years old. So, when I learned that, it's always been something that I've taken pride in, and I think it's really a great thing for Rutgers and a great thing for New Jersey.
Coach, we've talked about this a few times, but as you talk about leaving this program in a better place, just having the guys improve throughout the year, one, can you expand a little bit on how you do that in a bye week, in a season like this? And two, how difficult is that to get them that game experience when you've got such a murderous row coming up?
Well, the bye week probably came at a great time to get young guys work, because there are a lot of guys that are pretty beat up. So it was a great way to get work for guys that are normally getting a lot of scout work. They were able to go in and get real practice reps, and we were able to get a lot of 1s, 2s, and 3s work. So because of that, it was a little bit more like camp, where guys got a chance to go out and get work so that they are prepared for these opportunities. As far as getting them into games, I think it's a really good point. They're really tough games. They're really good physical teams. You don't want to put guys at a disadvantage, and we definitely don't. We want to give our team the best opportunity to win the games. So we have to definitely pick our spots. But if we can find a role where a guy feels comfortable and we feel good about putting him in there, we're going to do it.
I know we don't really know if Chase Young is going to play. What do you see from the guys behind him? I assume it's not much of a drop off.
Yeah, they're really good. I actually, a couple of them are right from our backyard. I coached one of them, Javante Jean-Baptiste. He looks great. He's doing a great job. And, Tyler Friday's local guy, too. He's doing a really good job. Honestly, they're pretty deep. I mean, the drop-off is not a whole lot. I mean, and that's saying a lot, because he's about as good a player. I mean, last year we went out there, Bosa played in our game, and he was about as good as they come. And I don't know if there's much difference between the two of them. It's hard to say who's better.
Last year you guys had that tough stretch at the end, and we kind of had these same conversations, and you guys played pretty well, hung in a couple of those games. Do you refer back, or is this a completely different team? Wisconsin, Michigan State last year.
Yeah, I guess there's probably some validity to that. It basically, I guess, the mindset just has to be to, hey, be at our best here. And, we're just talking to them about it. You can listen to all the stuff outside that says, oh, hey, you're going to get killed, or the point spread, or the whatever. And, none of that stuff matters. The only thing that matters is how hard and how well we go out and play, and, if we take steps forward, because I just keep telling them that these reps matter for the future. And if you're a senior and you have 3 games left here, you want to leave your mark to be at your best, and, never take your foot off the gas. And if you're a young guy, these reps really matter for next year. They matter going into the spring. They matter going into next season. So every chance you get to play against great competition like that is, an opportunity for you to grow as a player and for us to grow as a team. So, that's like the biggest message about these games to me.
Coach, again along the same lines of holding the fort down. Recruiting, I know the bye week is usually a time for recruiting, and I know you can't talk about specific guys, but just in general, what is that like? Again, kind of not knowing what the future is going to be, and officially like who will be here, and is it more of a like just kind of keep guys interested, hold the fort, is it active, is it more?
We actually decided last week not to go on the road. Just thought it was in the best interest for, depending what the situation would be, coming forward in the next couple of weeks. Just thought it was the most prudent thing for the program for us to, to basically just keep communicating with all the kids, and obviously staying after the guys, staying in contact with the guys we have committed, but then leaving that opportunity if anything were to change, then the new coach would have an opportunity to probably get on the road.
So it's a little bit more toned down, but just still kind of keeping them interested in
Yes.
the guys you have out there. Thanks.
Anything else? Thanks, Coach.
All right, thanks guys.
Thanks, Nunzio.